So I'd like to do a quick debrief of this short clip from a flight a few months back I was doing with my buddy Tom. We were flying into Class Charlie Airspace, and we had a little bit of expectation bias, or I did at least. So I'd like to go over this, I wouldn't say dangerous situation, but I'd like to address it and just show how easy it is to interpret ATC instructions as what you requested and not as what you're actually given.
Springs approach Musketeer 3638 Quebec's about 19 miles north. Information Whiskey, inbound for touch and go, followed by northbound departure.
November 3638
There we
Quebec,
go.
Springs approach squawk 4656.
4656 Musketeer 38 Quebec.
38 Quebec, you're radar contact 15 miles north, Colorado Springs Airport. Verify altitude.
Position checks currently at 8,500 Musketeer 38 Quebec.
38 Quebec, roger. Verify information Whiskey.
We have Whiskey Musketeer 3 Quebec.
So all that's very normal for a Class Charlie Airspace entrance. However, the next couple calls were something I'd never seen before in Class Charlie Airspace, and I certainly wasn't expecting, so it tripped me up just a little bit.
3 Quebec.
38 Quebec, roger. I have climate instructions for you when you're ready to copy.
Ready.
38 Quebec on the go, fly runway heading, maintain VFR, departure frequency 124.0.
Please say again for Musketeer 38 Quebec.
38 Quebec on the go, fly runway heading, maintain VFR, departure frequency 124.0.
On the go, maintain VFR, runway heading 124.0 Musketeer 38 Quebec.
So I had never gotten a call like that where they had additional instructions for me after the instructions I got on the initial call. So you could see I paused for a second. I was like, wait, what? I was trying to figure out what was going on. And then I had to ask for him to repeat the instructions because since I wasn't expecting it, I didn't get all the information. And what ends up happening eventually on this flight is by the time the information gets to tower, they give me a landing clearance, not a touch and go clearance. I don't realize that until I'm like halfway through the touch and go. But this particular event that just happened is part of the reason why I was under that bias, is because they gave me those additional climb out instructions. So I figured they already knew what my intentions were.
Approach Musketeer 38 Quebec. Should I expect left downwind for runway 35 left?
38 Quebec, enter left downwind to runway 35 left and contact tower 119.9er.
Enter left downwind runway 35 left, contact tower 199 Musketeer 3 Quebec.
39 X-ray, contact tower.
Springs Tower Musketeer 3638 Quebec is 10 miles north, entering left downwind runway 35 left.
Number 3638 Quebec Springs Tower, continue left downwind runway 35 left, I'll call you base.
Continue left downwind 35 left, you call base Musketeer 3 Quebec. Alright. Repeat, gas, undercarriage. Mixture set, power set, seatbelt, your seatbelt good? Yep.
Navajo 70 Hotel, runway
We'll
35
wait for our
left,
base
line
call.
up away. Musketeer 38 Quebec, base your discretion, traffic be Navajo departing prior to your landing.
Base turn, my discretion, Musketeer 38 Quebec, looking for that traffic.
70 Hotel.
Alright,
Musketeer 38 Quebec, runway
this is a
35
quality.
left, land.
Runway 30 left, clear land, Musketeer 3 Quebec. 35 left. Oh, 35.
Musketeer 38 Quebec, runway 35 left, cleared land.
Oh, I'm sorry, runway 35 left, clear land, Musketeer 3 Quebec.
So a couple things happened there. Obviously, I said the wrong runway number. Now this airport doesn't have a 30 left, so it was just a mistake on my part. I said the wrong number. They corrected me. That's not a big deal, but the larger issue is I am planning to do a touch and go. They give me a landing clearance, but I still interpret that as a touch and go. So that's the bias that we need to be aware of here. Now this doesn't end up being a dangerous situation, as you'll see, because I catch my mistake really at the last second. But once again, that is something we have to be cognizant of as we fly in these high workload environments.
A little firm, it's all good. Flaps up, car feet in, full power. Wait, do you say clear land or clear touch and
Musketeer
go?
38 Quebec, turn left at Alpha 3 and contact ground.
Oh. Tower Musketeer 3 Quebec was a touch and go, but I'll be left Alpha 3 contact ground. I'll abort for that.
Quebec, second, you were touch and go or full stop?
I was initially touch and go, but I'll go ahead and stop and then taxi back.
Well, you were cleared to land, so if you want to land, that's fine. Otherwise, touch and go is approved as well.
I'll go ahead and taxi back. Give myself a little more room. 3 Quebec.
So as I was going to execute that touch and go, I second guessed myself. I was like, wait, did I hear clear touch and go, or did I hear clear to land? And then at the same time, you hear ATC queue up and tell me to what exit to take to exit the runway. So I'm like, okay, they're under the impression that I'm doing a full stop. He also went ahead to say that I'm clear touch and go, but I decided to go ahead and do a full stop, not only because that's what they're initially expecting me to do, but also so many things just changed on me all of a sudden because I wasn't expecting it. I realized I made a mistake. I wanted to make sure I could pause for a second and figure out what was going on before I proceeded with the flight.
Sorry, ground frequency here, 1217. Let me get my bearings here, make sure I'm in the right place before I call, because things changed quickly on us.
Yep.
It's all good. I'm on Alpha 3, Alpha intersection. Alright, need to go back to 35 left. Okay.
Yeah, because the approach controller knew we were touch and go.
Yep.
Would have passed that off, but
Yeah. Oh well, it's okay.
it's fine.
Springs ground, Musketeer 3638, Quebec is clear, runway 35 left on Alpha 3. Request taxi back to 35 left for a northbound departure.
3638 Quebec. Where you headed to exactly?
Destination will be Bravo Juliet Charlie for 38 Quebec.
38 Quebec on departure, fly runway heading, maintain VFR. Approach frequency is 124.0, squawk 5151.
5151 on departure 340 runway heading, or correction, 124.0 runway heading, Musketeer 38 Quebec. F151. Lots of changes here.
Yeah, there.
Was not expecting. Now we gotta wait
Musketeer
for
38 Quebec, read back correct. 35 left, taxi via Alpha.
35 left via Alpha, Musketeer 38 Quebec.
Air Windsor, call Mount altimeter 3025.
253 Quebec. Because I've never departed a Class Charlie, I've always done a...
Oh, this is a cool experience.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad this happened.
And it's partially my mistake, I take credit for it because I didn't...
No, I mean, it was,
when he said clear to land, I should have realized clear touch and go. But then on the go, full power, I'm like, wait. Did he say touch and go? He didn't. That's my mistake.
No, I
But
think it's,
when I heard
it's technically kind of towers too, because the approach knew we were touch and go.
He should have, but I'm not going to blame
No,
him.
I mean, it's
I'm going to take some of the credit for that one. But I figured it's better to just stop. Even though it was a mistake, I figured it's better to stop because
Yeah,
that's
I
the
mean,
clearance he gave me.
Yeah.
So, well, this kind of stuff happens. Yeah, and then since I'm not used to Class Charlie, I wasn't expecting him to give me all that information,
Yeah,
but that is what happens at Class Charlie, so.
That was new for me. That was very not Class Delta.
No, but it's a good experience.
Yep. I literally felt like we were getting an IFR clearance. Just
Yeah. And it tripped me up. That's why I kind of messed up on the call. I'm like, wait, no, that's not right. Springs Tower, Musketeer 3638 Quebec, holding short of runway 35 left at Alpha 7, ready for departure.
Musketeer 3638 Quebec, Springs Tower, roger.
Yeah, a lot of stuff switched up there. Partially my fault, but good learning experience.
I think it was everyone's fault, well, including mine, for not catching it.
Well, you're not PIC, you're not responsible for catching it. That's my job.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly think Tower is at least 50% to blame too. But
It's fine.
it's literally not a bad.
Musketeer 3638 Quebec, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 35 left, clear for takeoff, Musketeer 3 Quebec.
So, as you can see, that wasn't a particularly dangerous situation, but even still, it is something we need to be aware of as we're flying. Turned into actually a really good learning experience. Obviously, I'm not perfect. I'm just a private pilot with 280 hours, I think. I don't know everything. If you see anything else I could improve on, please tell me. I want to learn. I want to get better. I want to be as safe as I could possibly be. Now, that being said, I think I would like to discuss a little bit about aviation safety, specifically in regard to filming while flying. Now, there's been a couple recent aviation YouTuber accidents. I'm sure I don't need to restate them. You're probably aware of them by now. And it's not determined if filming while flying was the cause of those accidents. However, having a camera in the cockpit can absolutely turn into a major distraction and be very dangerous if you're not aware of its risks. So my policy when I'm flying is, if you're on the ground, start the camera, but it's the absolute last priority. So don't look at the camera, don't talk to the camera unless it's determined to be absolutely safe to do so. As a result, most of the time when I'm flying, the camera's basically just rolling the whole time. If it is a boring part of the flight during like a cross country or something, I'll make sure there's no traffic in the area, make sure the airplane's all trimmed out, and then I'll go ahead and shut the camera off. And also, one thing about filming while flying is some people do abuse it. They end up making poor decisions for the video's sake rather than for safety's sake. Specifically talking about a particular parachuting man with a Ridge wallet. In regards to my channel, I want to create videos just so I can show you guys what I'm doing, but also as I'm rewatching the flight, it helps me see what I'm doing and what I can improve on. But then also sharing it on the internet, it has the ability to reach more experienced individuals who can also help me become safer, more informed, basically the best pilot I can be. So I've said it many times, I'll say it again. If there's anything I can improve upon, please tell me. I'm not perfect, I don't know everything, but I can do everything in my power to do the best I can. Thank you so much for watching. Safe flying, and I'll see you in the next one.